Hello everyone, this is Kosher Bacon. Welcome back to Fallout 4. Let's go ahead and continue with the main quest, shall we? We need to go Good Neighbor. Closest thing to that is probably Park Street Station. So what happened after that? Vault 111 probably tested cryogenics, but the rest of the vaults weren't cryogenically frozen. Therefore, they had 200 years to create the wasteland as we know it. That used to be the Commonwealth, whatever you want to call it. Except for cell phones and stuff, things that we didn't have. Oh, I should not have started the episode before fast traveling. Oh well, I'm sorry guys, I keep forgetting. I'm so used to Skyrim where it loads faster. But you know what? Can you get a sniper rifle in Skyrim without the aid of mods? I don't think so. Oh really? Your health increases no matter what you do when you level up. That was something I was interested about. Like, can you choose to level up health, action points like you could in other things? Alright, there's stuff this way, along with plenty of other things in Diamond City. There's that dungeon where we rescued that bard from. Let's keep moving. It's a bit of a mess, this area here. I really like how they did it. Anything through there? I think that berry's gonna keep us out, or try to at least. People above us. Do I care? Legendary. Alright, let's take a look at that. $25 poison resistance, but reduced damage and electrical protection. We'll hold on to it for now and sell it probably.
Nothing. At least it sure as hell looks that way.
Up over there, huh? I want those shotgun shells. Alright, let's level up. Alright, so Stimpaks requires level 18. We want a gun mod, not though, right? And just to look forward to it, level 25, huh? Alright, now we can upgrade our stuff better. Ow. This is a bad spot. This is crazy. So much going on. Apologies if there's a lot of background noise. Here, let's put that board back. I don't want it. Ow. Please stop.
You humans! Don't stop!
So what was that? The Marksman's Hardened Auto Pipe Rifle or something?
And come back! Have fun!
Oh, this is an interesting weapon.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll fight you.
They're in that tube over there. I gotta question how. I think I just figured it out. Alright, let's go clear out Water Street, since the apartments seem to be jam-packed with raiders and stuff. And what type of ammo does this thing use? I can't read a thing about it right on Chameleon moded. Uses 38 ammo, alright. Decent fire rate, range is very good, surprisingly. Yeah, this is exactly the type of thing I was trying to make, but I could never find. I also got plenty of shoddy ammo, so I shouldn't feel like I can't use that. That's impressive. An advanced lock on a basic wooden door.
Sweet.
Why? What's in here? The answer? Absolutely nothing. That was just XP for XP's sake.
Going up.
Don't worry, Dogmeat will teleport with us. Yep, there he is. Come on, we can do this. You could at least give us an elevator music. Whoa, lag spike. That's how long it takes to get to the 3rd floor.
What the fuck was that? You're mine now, rookie!
Where?
Just get warmed up over here!
Warmed up. How clever. Dogmeat. Let's go face him. Dog. Dog.
Hey.
Gotta reload sometime, asshole! Playing games
Come on.
with me, huh?
No,
Going
no.
down.
Why? That's not what I wanted and you know it. Damn thing.
Ground floor. Lobby. Going up.
I did start the timer, right? Yeah. Good old 10 minutes and nothing going on here. Haven't even gotten close to the objective I wanted to work on today. Friggin' Dogmeat just standing indoors and making it. Bethesda, allow us to go through our companions, please. That's all I want. Allow us to occupy the same space, because that's ridiculous. Like, this might be the worst case scenario, something like that happening, but still it happened.
fuck up. You were so dead. Killed him. Go shoot straight.
Alright, now are we done? Can we go to the place that I wanted to go to? Should have just made it a set of stairs, I think. Come on, I shot him through the head. There's no way he should be alive after that. Something dead ahead of us. Alright, back it up. Well, why are you fighting them? Oh, I like this thing. Oh, he became... Oh. Alright, it's raining dead people. Still not the weirdest thing I've said in my life. Anyway, let's try and get to the objective, shall we? How to use up all the ammo I've spent the past couple episodes just building up.
No, you want a gun! Let's hey, you disappear! No fair!
Alright, we're using up ammo that we don't have.
Only one of us survives this! And it won't be no! Stupid!
Interesting. So what's more powerful, I wonder? Better damage, lower fire rate. Yeah, calibrated versus automatic. I prefer the automatic, to be honest. Has a really good damage to it. Alright, what happens if we go upstairs, I wonder? Man, Diamond City's rough. Like, outside of the city limits. Alright. I've made a path up over here, or I've walked a path up over here, game. No, I don't get rounds for that? Ooh, 44 rounds. Shotgun shells. Uh-oh. Fall damage. Well, let's stim back up. So far, I'm pretty happy that I haven't had to take drugs to try to enhance my performance. I'd say that's a plus, all things considered. Oh man, what I would give to be Spider-Man right now, am I right? Just web sling my way through this city. Well,
You're out of your league, Pat.
skull bandana, huh? So these guys are the ones with the laser chest plates, huh? Interesting. The gunners. Well, they seem nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave them for another day. Alright, we've gotten really off track here. Let's keep going. Man, it's like 20 or 50 different people all around here. All are welcome. Oh boy. Good neighbor. Oh boy. Paint can. That's helpful. You say that, but then there's corpses littering the streets up to you. So I really question that. Alright. Good neighbor, huh? Let's hope that. Sal? Yeah, the Commonwealth. It's a thing.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without it.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You alright, brother?
Alright. Hello.
Your face. Something happened?
Like it? I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look.
Alright, I like this guy.
I'm a ghoul, you see. A lot of walking rad freaks like me around here. So you might want to keep those kinds of questions on the low burner next time. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
I like him. I actually like him. Alright.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Oh, really?
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Was that a pickup line? I've heard better. Now, are you buying anything?
That's hilarious.
Let's see what you got.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
Oh, I like this town. Oh, that's good. I don't need this auto pistol. Auto laser pistol. I'm gonna hold on to that for a minute. I still don't know what these do. Regular laser pistol. I'll hold on to the auto laser. So this calibrated powerful one I don't care too much for. We have no. I'm holding on to that. Paint can. I guess I'll sell it. Doesn't have much value to it though. Skull bandana? Eh. No point. No point. Alright. What have you got for me, my friend? Chinese officer's sword, huh? Heavy sniper. Combat knife. I already have one though. I was hoping for a better combat knife, to be honest. Cryo cell. I bet that's used for the cryo thingy. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Okay then. Faded visor. The flamer. Ooh. Flares. Fusion cell. Fusion cores. Very nice. Gas mask. Muzzled. Why would you muzzle a shotgun? Rapid. What is that? It's a missile. Does 50% more damage against humans. Power armor frame. Oh, that's a high value. Security baton. Serrated Chinese officer sword. Ballistic fiber, copper, lead, oil. Combat rifle. Heavy combat shotgun. Spike armor. Oh. Value of 6.9. I'll hold on to what I've got for a minute. Wraparound goggles. I'm gonna buy it. Alright. A pleasure, man. Woman. Sorry. My apologies. What?
Whoever
Hey
this
there.
Brotherhood of
What's
Steel
up?
is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Peace, brother. Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of good neighbor.
Oh, yeah?
All I'm saying.
Kill it. Kill it. Alright. Warehouse. Warehouse. Memory done.
What you did, saved that Rex Goodman from the super mutants, right? Guess not everyone appreciates the bard, am I right?
Guess so, man. So, the memory den's over there. It's pretty obvious. I guess we should head on in.
Smell that? That's freedom. Huh?
Alright. I don't know if Rex is, not Rex, the detective Valentine's gonna be here, or at the, at his detective agency, but it shouldn't matter. He said he was gonna come here. Alright, we're being lawfuls.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs. You big flirt.
Thank you for holding on to your conversation while I did tons of stuff just off camera.
Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
I can understand when I'm being, you know, like, turned away. What's the time left for the episode? Yeah, a few minutes.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
I wonder if that means that he could...
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit
Yeah, I figured they
If I
would
start
have to use that money
cackling
for some
like
reason.
an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your
Don't worry, I'll be ready to
cognitive
put a
functions
bullet
could be
through his
bad.
head if we need to.
Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel.
Would that work?
He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
You know, I was willing to put aside I was willing to suspend my disbelief for all this psychobabble, but, what?
All right. Let's get started.
That makes
Just
no
sit
sense
down
in
over
any way.
there, and keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, great. Do you want a shotgun so you can shoot us
See
both
you
in the
on
head if
other
we need to?
side.
I got a bad feeling about this. Alright, let's go read the Elder Scroll. Do the memory thingy. Oh, great. I swear to God, if this is another cryopod, I'm gonna kill people when I get out.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
I should be ending the episode about now, but I'm gonna keep going. Alright. White screen.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be
What
working,
the...
although the memories are quite fragmentary.
Whoa.
I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Interesting. This is kind of trippy.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Whatever.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did.
Interesting.
Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Listen.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that...
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
I see.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean,
I
you
look
may
another one
think
with
to
arms.
yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. I was the worst thing that ever happened. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact
Alright, this
memory.
is very trippy. So Kellogg had a daughter or wife.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
another memory to try. I'll connect you.
I'm guessing he got in with the Institute somehow, and they killed his wife and daughter because he messed with them, or something. Maybe he went to the Institute after this.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. There was always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me.
He can't.
I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's this family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I should have ended the episode before I started this. I won't.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
I like how you can see how he's evolved.
First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
We do.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
As you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Can I loot them from inside his
Getting
memory?
warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Old man, huh?
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
He understands he's dead?
If he can take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Tell me, Kellogg. How?
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, no. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
I'm guessing that scientist was refreezing me?
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Alright, now what?
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human.
Is that the Institute's logo?
I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So,
That's a blank folder, dude.
I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
If anything like this had ever happened before, I've never heard of it. Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip. Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't gonna be any picnic. I never expected an Institute egghead to give me so much trouble.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Up, and he teleported. Sean, never trust a man that teleports. I say as I fast travel everywhere.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
That's heavy, man. So he's probably at the Institute with them.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Give me a minute to steal all your stuff.
Bingo.
Not enough folks value keeping the old CPU sharp anymore.
Where is Valentine?
Dr. Amari.
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no
Let's finish this
long-term
Dollar
damage.
Tree, then we'll finish the
Are
episode.
you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It's convinced me that I did the right thing. He was a rabid dog. and he needed to be put down.
I suppose I can't fault you for that. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions.
Especially
Where
once
did the
Kellogg's
memory
out of the
say
way.
he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor?
Need to stack up on cores.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
That's crazy, I tell you. It looks like I'm about to steal it. Like, it's weird. Some crazy stuff that we just went through. And probably an incredibly long episode. Hey, that's some fusion cells. I want those. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.